on my automatic sheep farm. This is my design. I came up with it. I'll have materials listed in the description, but this is like the palette of everything you need. So you need grass, which you should have, sheep, dispenser, observers, buttons, glass, redstone, rails, minecart with hopper, powered rails, any type of redstone power source, so levers, torches, redstone blocks, shears, hopper, chest, slabs, and regular blocks. You're also probably gonna want wheat to breed up the sheep, and dye to get different colors if you want. So this is a full auto sheep farm with a manual button to shear the sheep if they're sheared and it doesn't detect it. Although if they basically the farm will auto detect it. So the first blocks you're gonna need, these are the blocks I'd start off with for building, just like the first bit. This is kind of what you want in your hotbars, so I'm gonna grab basically all of these. And also you want to grab your sheep. So you can get sheep in there anyway. If you're on creative, I mean, you can just put the sheep in the farm. If you're on survival, I'd use leads or wheats. Both of them work very well. It's pretty easy to get them to this farm, but I'll show you guys how to start off. First off, you want to find a flyer area like this, and first start off by digging down 2 blocks here and here. Place 2 chests and a hopper on top. Leave this open because you want to be able to access, but then what you're going to do is you're going to place a rail in all these places, and here, and then you're going to curve it and kind of make like a snake pattern. Just like that. So your next step is going to be to place grass blocks on top of this. So obviously just scaffold or whatever you need to get up here in survival. And then just kind of build a 5x5 grass platform. So once you've finished your platform, the next step you want to do is set up your rails. So to set up your rails, you need to build something sort of like this. And basically you're going to place a rail and a rail here. But you're going to break this rail because it's only temporary. You don't need it permanently, and replace it with a block. Then place a block off to the side and put your power source. So that should power that rail. And you want to do the exact same thing on the other side. So, no, same thing. Power source, 2 rails, break it, place it back. And then once you put your minecart with hopper on, you'd see that it goes back and forth. So your next step is to set up your actual farm. So you're going to build up 2 blocks with glass, all these spots, skipping the corners. There isn't really a reason to, it just saves blocks, it's more efficient. And however you want to do it, staircase, doesn't really matter. Get some sheep in here, get at least 2. You can breed them up and get like a whole bunch. Dye them different colors. Don't do that, because that's really bad. You don't want to like just put sheep everywhere. Yeah, mobs can't really interfere with the farm. It shouldn't ever be an issue. You won't really run into that minecart being ruined, but it can happen. It's quite rare though. So now you want to change up your inventory. I'm gonna go grab some other blocks from this palette here. You don't need a lot of these blocks anymore, so you're just gonna kind of switch out some of the stuff for other stuff. And then once you've done that, yeah, you also want to grab shears. And basically, oh wait, wrong farm. That's one of my test builds. So yeah, once you come here, you're gonna place 3 temporary blocks, just like so. Break these 2, and then place a cover of temporary blocks, just like this. Oh, actually, you want to get in here. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab a dispenser, and you're gonna just place them like this. Anyway, if you're wondering how do you get out of here, and that's kind of the bad part with building this farm, is I haven't really figured out a way to do it safely. So you kind of just want to, really quickly, break out 2 blocks and place them back. I'd recommend placing a block where you're going to break out so you can, like, stand there temporarily while doing the thing. Kind of like getting out of there. That should make it back. Okay, there. That shouldn't really be an issue. If it does happen, you can always just do that. It shouldn't be that big of a problem. Now what you're going to do is you're going to break up these temporary blocks. and you're gonna place your redstone sort of like all on top of these dispensers. So your next step is to get the auto shear system in. So you're gonna place one observer here, and you're gonna place one observer here. Actually, okay, sorry, no, wrong side. What you want to do is you want to place one observer here and one observer here. Basically, this just means that oh wait, really, I'm placing it in the wrong spot like multiple times. You want to place them so it's like this. They should both kind of be like this. This shouldn't be interfering with the rail, and this shouldn't be interfering with the rail either, and it should be at the front. So you're gonna place your blocks here. And I know this farm isn't the most visually appealing thing ever. It does have quite a few, like, blocks in the way, but it's not that bad, really. It's quite efficient, and it does its job properly, so that's kind of all that matters. Now place your redstone dust sort of like this. That should be kind of your whole farm done. I'm gonna place your button here. And, yeah, there's a couple other things you want to do, so if you want to be able to breed the sheep, you might want to build a staircase up, so just do that quickly here. So however you want to build that, you know, sort of like this. And then you might want to just like temporary block here, something like that. And then kind of just, you can breed them sort of in here. Yeah, that's kind of how you do that. Yeah, but anyways, so basically you'll do that. That's kind of how you build the farm. Yeah, and then all you're gonna need is you're gonna need 9 pairs of shears. Now, you might be wondering if you need to repair your shears often. If you have a lot of sheep, and I mean like a lot of sheep, you might want to repair them often. But temporarily, just put all the pairs of shears kind of in here. Just sort of so everything should be working basically. If you put all 9 pairs of shears in, then you've probably finished the farm. I'll show you how it works. Okay, so you might want to temporarily break that block of redstone and replace it, just so you can get the shears in there. And then that's kind of the whole farm done. So basically, I don't know how to describe this to you guys. It doesn't really work with low sheep. For some reason, when you have a lot of sheep in here, the grass grows faster. I don't know what it is. I've noticed this because I've had this on multiple worlds. It sucks when you have this many sheep, but once you start breeding them up and you get like 10, 20, 30, maybe even 50 sheep in here, it actually pumps wool so fast, it's actually kind of funny. There's so much wool in here, it's kind of ridiculous. So, if, you know, they're all full of wool, right? No, sorry. Yeah, they're full of wool, but you don't actually have the stuff to like they're not shearing because they're not eating these 2 grass blocks here. It's really easy every time you come back here, which I would recommend putting this in your base for this reason. Every time you come by here, just press this button. It will auto shear them. That minecart, you can see here, picks up all the wool, and it will drop it all off. So as you can see, yep, wool's getting dropped off in here. It doesn't instantly all go in, it has to take like a couple trips back and forth, whatever, right? But that's kind of how you build this farm. See, now they're eating all the grass up, and eat up all the grass. Again. Yeah, and that's kind of how you build the farm. It's super effective, super cheap, super early game. The only things that are a bit hard to get is maybe some powered rails, some rails, and observers, but honestly, it's not that bad. Once you have a nether portal, you just get like 2 nether quartz, you can literally build this farm. It's super easy, super effective, and it's great for finding ancient debris and other resources that you can find in the nether. And also, if you like beds for villager farms, like iron farms and stuff. Yeah, definitely a great farm. Yeah, it's definitely a great farm. I would recommend building it. It's super, yeah, as I said, super cheap. And, super effective. My design, and, yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to, like and comment if you, enjoyed it, or comment what you want to see next, and I'll make sure to try it out next time. Okay? Thanks for watching, and peace.